some drop shipping, some product research, and I'm here to help you find maybe your first or your next winning dropshipping product. If you don't know who I am, my name is Chris, and I am here from a e-commerce school. We are called the Freedom Club, and we have helped thousands and thousands of students. We have thousands of members in here. This is a free course that you can sign up to today. If you go in, where is the sign up? Book a call. Oh, you book a call in. It's a free 30-day program that will get you started and teach you how to get results like these. This is an incredible opportunity to learn how to do dropshipping. As you can see here, we've got 1,000 reviews on Trustpilot. And my job in here is to train the trainers. I'm the head of education here. I train the trainers. I train you guys. I'm here to teach you dropshipping. So without further ado, let me go and grab our students. We'll go live in the platform and we'll find ourselves some winning dropshipping products. Welcome, Freedom Clubbers. Happy Sunday. But even though it's Sunday, we're not here to rest. We're here to work. We're here to grind e-commerce and go make some money. I'm going to give everybody a couple of minutes to jump on in. If you are here, don't forget to come and say hi. Otherwise, I get lonely, especially on a Sunday. If this is your first time here, just let me know. Let me know what you're up to in the course. That way I can give you some advice that might be befitting for someone in your position. All right, give me a second, guys. I'm just rearranging my screens, getting everything all up and running. Sue, hello, welcome. James, first time on a call, welcome. Shannon, welcome. Sarah, first training session for you too. Welcome. Helen, first time. Wow, that's it. There's a few first timers here. That's great news. Exciting. All right, so let me start at the beginning, guys. Hey, Damon, just listening while you're editing ads. For those of you who don't know, Damon is a shining star of success. He's built himself an awesome brand just by participating in this community. And you guys can do that too. That's what we're here. We're here for success. Still trying to find a product, Sue, and how to get a good price on eBay. James, picking up a product stage. Great. Trying to decide on a product. Super. Okay. Well, guys, let me give you some. What am I trying to give you? A bit of oomph. One sec. This is what you guys are going to be earning. This is a gift that comes from Shopify itself. Once you reach, well, I got this at 100,000 orders. I do believe they give these out at 10,000 orders now, but you don't get the 100,000 on there. You just get like 10,000 on there. I've seen one of our students get the 10,000 order one, but my goal is to take this and get the 1 million one, which I think is a gold pluck. I'm a couple of years off that one. I haven't Graphology yet. And the belt you see in the background, well, I don't actually do wrestling. That's not a wrestling belt. For those of you who are up to the product stage and you're building your store out, there's an app that we get you to install called Zipify. And Zipify sent me that wrestling belt with the big Zipify logo once I reached my first $1 million in sales. That's where you guys are. That's what you guys are working towards. I don't think I showed any of that on YouTube just then, so only you guys got to see that, I think. Oh no, YouTube would have as well. Cool. So let's go find yourself some products. And don't forget to keep your eye on the prize. All right, let me share my screen. Bear with me, guys. Okay, sharing my screen. You guys can see that, yeah? Let's talk the database. So inside the Freedom Club, there is a product database, but that is not what this is. This is my personal product database, and I'm going to give this to you as a gift for watching. Just give me a second. If you can. Just need to get my link in order. Here we go. And this is your link. So this is a product database that's maintained by me. This is not maintained by the Freedom Club. This is my own personal database. So this is stuff that I like. And I've got a little legend on the side here. So if it's red, don't run it. You're unlikely to make this one work. If it's orange, just give me more time before I can decide whether or not we're going to run it. So I've seen it. I think it's cool. But I'm waiting for more data in the Facebook ads to decide if this is going to be an easy win or not. If it's white, it's a good potential product. Okay, just because it's not colored or anything doesn't mean it's not good. It's a good product. Green, it's not necessarily better than white. It's just that it could be easier for someone new to implement. That'll make more sense as you learn more about e-commerce. Green doesn't mean more profitable. In some cases, it could be less profitable, but it could just be easier to get your first store up and running and get your first few sales. If it's gold, gold means, and look, gold doesn't mean it's better than white. It doesn't mean it's better than green, but gold is something that I've seen that I have either sold in the past, am currently selling, am working on selling, or plan to build that in the future. So gold is my way of saying, hey, don't be shocked if you see my ads in the newsfeed, but you probably won't see my ads anyway, because I target the USA and you guys mostly target Australia. Mostly. But yeah. All right, that's how this works. Now, if you're new and you're looking through here, you might be inclined to go, okay, well, I'll have a look at November and we'll probably have a look at October and we'll see what we like here. Listen, guys, don't just stick to the last few months. You can go back in time. I've been doing this since February and there are some killer products all the way back here. Let's just do a random product. So what you would do, right? If I wanted to run let's take the steam cleaner. Okay, there's a steam cleaner product here. Let's first go check, is this product still up and running? And this is from April. Is the website still up and running? Yeah. They're still doing this steam cleaner. The website's still up and running. You can still order it today. Okay. Are the ads still running? Click on the link to the ad library. The thing about this ad library, this is Facebook's ad library. This is free to use. There's no cost to this library. And if you publish an ad on Facebook, anybody around the world can see every single ad you've published on Facebook for your brand. So you can't hide from people. You can't get upset when people take your product, because they will. They absolutely will. And you can't get upset when people take your ideas. You can get upset if people take your videos or take your images. That's when you can get upset. And there is something you can do about that. If anyone steals your videos or anyone steals your images that you have personally created, not images that you may have, taken from somebody else. If it's an image you have gone and created yourself, you can take them down if they steal your image or your video. But the name of the game here is to choose products that have a lot of sales data. If you look here, these ads have been running since October 19. So they've been running for over 10 days. These ones have been running for nearly a month now, or over a month, meaning they haven't changed these in a month. These ones have been running since September. These are good ads. These guys are basically printing money at this point. And this was something we found all the way back in April. So if you were to jump on this one, there is a good chance that you could find success. All right, with that in mind, let's go find some new stuff. And if you ever want to watch this on YouTube, here is a link. You can watch all my videos that I do for the Freedom Club are multicasted to YouTube. You can go back in time. You can watch previous episodes. There is a lot of golden nuggets in these videos that you will learn if you just want an afternoon off and you want to listen to my voice for the next 4 hours and learn some stuff. Go ahead. All right. So, new products. Where are we going to start? We're going to start with PiPi ads. What is PiPi ads? It's a spying tool that I personally use. It's my favorite spying tool. I believe we teach you in the course to use Minia. Minia is great. Nothing wrong with Minia. In fact, there's a bunch of spying tools that are also really good. Some of the ones that I've liked in the past. Winning Hunter, great tool. Really great tool, Winning Hunter. And so that's how that one loads up. That's how that one looks eventually. The other tool that we like is called Foreplay. No, it's not that. It's this. 4Play is a fantastic ad spying tool. It's more focused on the ad rather than the product, but the reason why I like PiPi ads, and this is just me personally, I just find the data that it shows me is the freshest. The interface is the fastest to navigate, especially as I'm streaming, because we're going to go through a lot of data here. And as I'm streaming, it did tend to slow down really a lot as I was scrolling, especially on the other platforms. And I just found PiPi ads to be the absolute best of the best. Hey Darcy, welcome my friend. Nice to see you again. Sue, your laptop stops you from opening competitor websites. Do you know how you can change the settings? Don't know why you can't open competitor websites. Can you give me some more information, Sue? All right, let's go find some products. We're going to be searching TikTok and Facebook. I like to find stuff on TikTok because stuff on TikTok does tend to be fresh. So we're going to be doing drop shipping. We're going to be looking at data from the last 30 days. We're going to be, let's just scroll. Let's just go see what we can find. All right, what have we got? Oh, actually, no. First of all, I want to find stuff from America. Where is my location? Country, United States, Australia, and we want to get Kingdom. United Kingdom and Canada. The big five, the big four in this case. It says scam. Can you show me a link, Sue, that you're trying to open that you can't open? Okay. Darcy, sales have tanked after a successful week. Hey, it happens, my friend. You even had UGC ordered. Sometimes you might have your sales tank, and it could just be that the data needed to even itself out. Or it could be a few other things. We can have a look at that on Tuesday if you like, my friend. James, when looking for complementary products, should you get them from the same seller? Yeah, it does help. It does help. I mean, concern is if you get a separate seller, the items be shipped separately. Look, during product analysis, why do we refer to AliExpress? Okay. Hold on, James. Let me answer these one at a time. First of all, let me show you everybody what we're answering. These are good questions. James, when looking for a complementary product, should we get them all from the same seller? If you did that, you're going to make it really hard for yourself to find good complementary products. I understand your concern, but honestly, it's not a big deal at this stage. Your concern is if you get it from a separate seller, your items will be shipped separately at different times. Correct, they would be, but you got to start somewhere. Look, I show this store a lot in my streams, okay? This is my biggest store. This is my baby. Let me share my screen. This is a drop shipping store I've been running for 8 years now. And this is the one that generated all the sales I showed you. When we first started this store, we were selling an AliExpress product. And it wasn't a good product. But I had to start somewhere. And starting with a crappy AliExpress product allowed me to get feedback from my customers and ask them how I can improve it. And so over time, I've managed to talk with the vendors and find myself the best suppliers to create the best quality kits and the best quality products. And you can see here, this is everything that's in our products that sets us apart from the competition. We got a custom box that we have had created for us. We got a custom bag. We get the vendor to put a ribbon around our products. We have tools inside our kits that other places just don't have. And we did that all by negotiating with the vendors. But you got to start somewhere. You got to be able to go to a vendor and say, hey, look, I'm getting 10 orders a day. I need help now to make a better product for my customers. So don't be too concerned with where you start. You're just dipping your toes in the water. And if the first 10 or 20 customers get 2 packages instead of 1, no big deal. Just handle that through good customer service. During the product analysis, why do we refer to AliExpress? Quite simple. On eBay, you will find that like if you ship from us, if you're looking for eBay and you're looking for products that are shipping from Australia, you'll find that some of those vendors are actually shipping directly from AliExpress anyway. You got to be careful. Even when they say they're from Sydney, sometimes they're taking a product and just shipping it directly from China. So you might be looking at something like this, and you know that on AliExpress the price here is $5.27. Yeah, there's a bundle deal. We're not worrying about that. The price is $5.27 to ship this. There might be an eBay vendor that's charging 3 times this at $15 to ship it to you in Australia, and you order it from them and you find out they're actually shipping directly from China. So it's good to know the AliExpress price. Also, when you've had a few orders and you've done well and you know you have a little bit of volume, we can put you in touch with our Chinese supplier. And when you know the price here on AliExpress, you'll know that you'll pay roughly something similar to $5.27 when you order this from our supplier. So you can buy things cheaper through a Chinese vendor and have it shipped relatively quickly. Other drop shipping markets, places in Australia other than eBay. Not that I would recommend. I mean, I have heard some people doing drop shipping from Amazon, for example. But personally, I don't know. Amazon, in my point of view, quality-wise, has taken a dive. How many times I've ordered something on Amazon for it to arrive and not be what I ordered? Like, if you're going to be doing that, you may as well just order off eBay or AliExpress. Would I recommend using a Chinese marketplace like Dendrop or AliExpress? I definitely would not recommend any of those, because when you buy off a vendor off AliExpress, that can literally be, it could be a warehouse that you're buying from. That's great if that can happen, but there's a good chance it could just be a dude with a van. And if you're buying off a dude with a van, the prices can fluctuate. He can come out of stock really quickly. The quality, he might choose, because every product has like 4 or 5 different actual factories that could produce the product. And there's going to be factories that produce the cheapest variant of that, and there's going to be factories that produce a more quality variant of that. If you're an AliExpress vendor with a van, you're going to buy the cheapest one so that you make the most profit per sale. So if you purchase off regular AliExpress vendors, you have no control over quality. That's why we get you in touch with our supplier who can help you out there. How do we brand with eBay sellers? You can't. You may be able to negotiate a little bit, but generally speaking, you can't brand when you use eBay sellers. And it'll be up to you to decide if branding is important to you. You may switch to a Chinese supplier, or you may switch to a bulk supplier and get those items shipped from China to a warehouse in Australia, or shipped directly to your customers like what I do. That'll be something you have to decide for yourself. Thoughts on types of products for dropshipping? Food? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I would not recommend anything that you eat. Personally, we do have students who have sold things like mushroom powders and gummy bears and supplements. Now, my personal take on that is I will never sell something you consume, because I'll be so worried a batch will go out that could have something in it that I'm not aware of, or it has some adverse reaction that I'm not covered for insurance wise, and I don't want to hurt people. So personally, I avoid anything that you take, like anything that you consume. Print on demand t-shirts? Well, print on demand, yes. Essentially, Homecraftology is essentially print on demand. We come up with the designs, and we basically, our supplier prints them onto a canvas and ships them off. Print on demand, absolutely. T-shirts, not so much. T-shirts have been done, and if you're just designing t-shirts and that's all you're selling, it's not really a problem-solving product. It's not something that people can easily or can't easily get somewhere else. It's difficult these days. Beauty products like creams and perfumes, yeah, great. Perfumes, I don't know about perfumes. I feel like it's difficult to sell a perfume when you can't smell it. And creams, yes, we've had people do very well with creams or like beauty products. I do worry about certain things that may have acids in them that may hurt some skins, so I tend to avoid those myself, but we have had people do quite well in the beauty niche. Hope that answers all your questions. Let me move on now to finding our next product for you guys. So we've got the LED face mask. Yeah, no problem, James. That's why I'm here. It's exactly why I'm here. All right, so this is a product that's done well in the past. Current body skin. I'm pretty sure I already have this on the Oh, actually, I don't know if I have this exact one on the sheet. I like how they got celebrity names here saying these people are using the LED face mask. Are they really? Maybe they are. Maybe they are. Website's pretty good. Let's have a look at the actual ads. Hey, no. I want to go to the ads, not the products, the ads. All right, we have thousands of comments. Pretty good solid line here, which is gearing up, which is good to see. Targeting the US. Let's go see if we can find these guys on Facebook. Current body. So we can go to the Facebook ad library, as I've showed you guys. Do eBay suppliers know when we are using them for dropshipping? I mean, maybe. Do you think, though, Marisabel, hopefully I said that right, do you think they care, or do you think they would encourage it? If I was selling something on eBay and someone was buying 20 per day, I would know that they were drop shipping and I would be over the moon because I'm making money. Tons of money. eBay just make it difficult for you to talk to them directly. And you absolutely never ever want to message them through eBay saying, hey, I'm drop shipping, because eBay may see you as a risk and may ban your eBay account. Okay, so current body. Yeah, lots of. It looks like they're targeting Japan as well. That's Japanese. And that's Chinese. So they're targeting different countries, which is interesting. And they've got sponsored posts from some big influencers, it looks like. Interesting. They've been running these ads since the 6th of November, which is only a few days ago. Oh, we got way more. We got tons more ads down here. April and August. Yeah, they're still printing. They're printing with this. I reckon we'll do face masks again. LED face mask. These are your ads right here. This is your PiPi ads if you want it. Could you please note down the other two websites I recommend? PiPi ads. Well, the only one I actually recommend is Minia, which is what the course teaches, and PiPi ads. Now, if you do want PiPi ads, if you are going to go and have a bit of a play around with PiPi ads, I've got a link here that I'll give you, and this will give you 20% off. Just give me a second. This is my affiliate link. This is my personal affiliate link. This is not the Freedom Club's affiliate link. This is my personal one, because they give my viewers on YouTube 20% off, so you can sign up if you want to. My favorite is PiPi ads, not because I have an affiliate link, because the platform, in my view, for what I do on these streams at least, it makes life so much easier. The other platforms were all good, and I used to stream with them on my streams. It's just their service degraded, and the quality of their website degraded over time. Basically, on the other websites, as you're scrolling down, it starts to take longer and longer and longer for these ads to load up for some reason, and it just made me scroll and wait, and it made life really boring and really frustrating. So what's this thing? This is, it could be a deodorant, a hair growth roll-on serum. James, let me take a look at our product. Okay, La Hanel.
This tiny kit did more for my mental health than therapy last month. I don't do Pilates for the abs. Okay, maybe a little, but mostly it's the vibe.
Oh, is this one of those Pilates machines? Yeah, we've got students who've sold this. In fact, we've had several students selling this, and I can tell you, they've done well. They've done very, very well. One thing you cannot do, you can call this Pilates, But be very careful that you do not ever call this reformer Pilates, like these guys have. You cannot use the word reformer. You will get taken down. And this website looks like spam. It looks terrible. But I am sure they're making money. I'm sure they are. This is a good product. Now, whatever you do on that product, on that particular product specifically, don't take anybody else's images. Don't take anybody else's videos. They will come after you for that product. They are very, very hyper vigilant. So that is the LED face mask. And yeah, that reformer machine is in my list of products. Canada's protein, we'll skip that one. Anti-redness laser. I don't know about the laser machine. We did look at the hair growth serum. Actually, you know what? Let's take another look at the website here. Hair growth serum. Rosemary, aminexyl, paraben. I don't think we want to run this, actually. If you want to run a serum, I'll answer that in a second, Damon. If you want to run a serum, especially, and you're going to have claims. Does this have claims on it? Thousands people repurchase. Terrible website. Hair growth roll-on. If you're going to make claims like this and you're in Australia, you have to actually have your product lab tested. Doesn't look like these guys have done that. And I would not run this. And then the thing for a hair loss is to make a hair loss product actually make you lose less hair. It's got to have medicine in it, right? And that one doesn't. Damon, you were watching the scaling replay and it has 3 minutes. Yes, so something happened like way into the scaling call. It just stopped and just kicked everybody out. So when I went back into it, it had restarted it at 3 minutes and the recording is gone. And I don't do those scaling calls on YouTube, so it's lost, unfortunately, my friend. And there's nothing I can do to get it back. Sarah, is it still worth going with a product that is commonly promoted already on the market? What if you find a product that you like, but there's not a lot of ads promoting it currently? Do you think it could be a really good idea, or is that okay? Can you show me the product, Sandra, and I'll take a look. All right, so next 5. Madge Grip and Go. Oh, this website. They basically, this is a Shopify theme called what's it called? Shrine. The theme is called Shrine, and these guys have put minimal effort into this. It looks so stock standard, and they're probably making money. Probably. Let's see if they are making money or not. Next 5. And they're running ads since October 30th. Okay, that's 20 days, is it? That's 11 days, 10 days, November 1st. No, look, I'm going to pop this on the list, but this one's going to be an example of an orange. So that's the store there. These are the PiPi ads. More detail. Phone holder. And this will be orange. So we'll come back to this one in a week or so and we'll see if their ads are still running. I mean, they're probably getting sales. They probably are. And it's probably a decent product. Whether or not they're getting easy sales and they're actually profitable, I'm not sure. We'll have a look. Okay. Hair rollers. Absolutely.
So this doesn't convince you to get the Tymo Curl Pro Plus.
Absolutely, hair rollers can work. $155 for this bad boy. Sandro, have you got that link for me? Let's take a look. Timo looked like a pretty big brand, actually. Sarah, are you correct in thinking you'll only be able to open PiPi ads links if you have a paid account? I think so. You might be able to have like a temporary account that you keep for the week. But I give you the PiPi ads. Sometimes there's some products where there's only PiPi ads links. Like if the product is only available on what's it called, TikTok, and it doesn't have a shop, then it can only give you the PiPi ads links. And there's some of those in October. So if there's no Facebook ads link, it means it's only available on TikTok, and we can only see it on PiPi ads. There's only a few of those products, and some of those products are the best ones. Because if you find a product that's only available on TikTok and it hasn't even been advertised on Facebook, ooh, that gets me excited in the morning. Okay, that came out really, really wrong. Really, let's just scrap that 30 seconds. That gets me really excited. But if you do sign up, you will be able to access them for sure. As for whether or not you can access them without signing up, let's just do a little experiment. I'll do an incognito window and see what happens. Yeah, it wants us to sign in at least. I think you might get like one or two different, maybe you can view a couple of things a day on a free account. To be honest with you, I'm not 100% sure. All right, so we're looking for Timo curlers. And we've got Timo Beauty here. Sandra, you haven't got a specific link for the item so far. Just joined yesterday, but you did more research and message me. Perfect. Well, don't message me because I probably won't see it. My inbox gets flooded with hundreds of messages a day. The best thing you can do is grab me on a stream, because then you have me and my attention to help you out. Okay, so Timo Beauty. These have been running since November 8th, and there's a lot of them. The more ads that we see, the more quality UGC that we see, the better this is. The more excited we get. And these guys are just pumping out the videos. Man, these were all released on November 8th. That's an insane amount of ads. Jesus Christ. I mean, it's difficult to look at something like this and to not see that they're making copious amounts of money. The reinvestment they're making back into content, astounding. But this is a massive brand. Now you may think, okay, Chris, massive brand, of course they're making money. Of course they are. I can't compete with that. Yes, you bloody well can. You have got to start somewhere. When I started Homecraftology, when I started this brand, selling these crafting kits, there were tons of big competitors. I was just a very tiny fish in a very, very big pond. But I started somewhere, and I built my reputation up. And I was excited to get 1 order a day, then 2 orders a day, then 3 orders a day. And over the course of 12 months, we built up customers that trusted us. Mirazabel, when you see tons of ads like this, example, doesn't that also mean that they're investing a huge amount of budgets in ads? Yes it does. Absolutely it does. Is that a problem? Would you rather take a product from a brand that had 1 lousy ad, or a product from a brand that had 1,000 ads, and you could guarantee that there were people in that market buying that product? We're not looking here, and I'm not saying to you, you are going to sit here and you're going to go head to head and compete with Timo. That's not what we're saying. What I'm saying here is these guys have found a product with high demand, and you're going to go into this market and take a slice of that pie. You're going to carve out a space in the market of hair curlers for yourself and build your own customer base. And you're going to look at these guys for inspiration for what types of ads work, what types of things on the landing page works. You've got a blueprint right here for exactly how to make hair curlers work in 2025. And all you have to do is create your own version of something like this. Are you guaranteed results? Of course not. There is no guarantees in life. But is this going to give you the best chance of success? Absolutely. And while these guys might get away with charging $155, you might have to start at $99. You might have to start with a much cheaper looking product just to get your toes wet, just to dip the toes in the water and just to see if you can actually sell something similar. Sorry, I get a little bit excited when we're talking products. All right, let's have a look at this one. My thoughts on this one: absolutely stay away from it. Now, and I know technically it's a problem-solving product, but we've had a fair few students try and sell this. For whatever reason, this is a very difficult product to sell, and so I would not recommend this one at all. So please stay away. Please stay well away from that one. Baby carrier? Yeah. Well, we have a student who's, I haven't talked to them in a little while, but I think they've done quite well selling something like this. It's not easy, and they've definitely had a difficult road. But can it make a profit? Probably can. I'm not here to tell you don't do baby products. I don't have any baby product stores. I have never sold any baby products, and I don't intend to. Not that they're bad sellers. It's just, for me, Home Craftology has been running for 8 years, and in those 8 years, I've had customers order from me 40 or 50 times. And when you talk about baby products, some customers, like a good portion of customers, are only going to have one child. They're going to buy some baby products for a year or two, and then they're out of the market. So I don't know if I recommend baby products. Not saying they're bad. There's tons of money to make in baby products. They're not for me for those reasons. For those reasons, I'm out. How about stainless steel bento boxes? Find me an example. It's like any product that you can sell could be good, but find me an example that I can look up and say, yes, ads are running and they're doing well. It's all about this screen right here. It's all about the data that they have on their Facebook ad account and whether or not that data means we jump in or we don't jump in. As for the hair curler, yeah, we're going with the hair curler. PiPi ads are here. Facebook ad library is here. And the website is here. Hair curlier. Learn to spell, Chris. Okay, move on. Retainer cleaner. That's pretty cool. Really clever use of ad here.
Guess which one of these three retainer cleaning methods.
That's actually really clever.
Guess which one of these three.
Top 3 dangerous retainer cleaning methods. That's really clever. And it's just one of those micro vibrating things. Yeah, this is a cool product. Let's go see if their ads are working.
Guess which one of these three retainer cleaning methods.
Oh, look at that. We are scaling since May. Yes. Marisabel, of course you're thinking that having tons of ads doesn't necessarily mean that they would get conversions to justify that. Of course, but you're thinking having tons of ads doesn't necessarily mean that they would get conversions to justify the huge investment. As a new starter, you're guessing, you're trying to figure out before jumping. Okay, so there's 2 types of stores, and yet you're quite right, and you're right to be a bit skeptical. Absolutely. At the end of the day, There's no way of knowing if someone is actually profitable until you run your own tests. Okay, there's no way of knowing. And there's two types of brands out there. Okay, and whether or not Timo is one of those brands, I can't tell you from straight up. I can only go with my gut instinct. The two types of brands out there are this: we have investment brands, and then we have dropshipping brands. And I can tell you that Timo is probably not a dropshipping brand. That may or may not be something that we think about when we think about products to sell. What I'm talking about is you may have a brand that has a brick and mortar store. They may have investors, and the investors will be giving them capital. And what these brands will do is they'll set aside a budget of that capital to go into their advertising, to bring in more business for their actual physical stores. And those types of brands, they don't necessarily need to make a profit on the money given to them by their investors to put into ads. And we don't want to copy those stores, because those stores are not necessarily running at a profit. As dropshippers, we have to run at a profit from our new customers. And if we don't, then we lose money until we make money. Okay, so there are some brands out there when I look at their ad accounts and I go, you know what? I don't know if these guys are making money on these ads. They may be an investment brand, not something we can replicate. In this case, and this is just from my own experience, I know that these hair curling products actually sell very well. I've seen students pick up hair straightening and hair curling products and do well, and I'm very confident that something like this will work. But if it's another brand and I'm not so confident, I'll let you know. In this case, for Temu Beauty, my thoughts are they're doing this right. This doesn't look like your typical brick and mortar company who have no idea what they're doing and they're just throwing money at ads. These guys are paying $200 to $300 per video for these UGC people to come and make these videos, and they're testing them all on their ad account. And as we go back in time, we're probably going to see really old ads. Let's go way back in time. Let's go way back. Tasman, you're not even sure if you sent the info he asked first time in the group chat, guys? I'll have a look in a sec, Tasman. These comments on ad investment have been very insightful. Oh, you're welcome. I've been doing this a long time. I've been doing this for over 8 years now. This is my life. And I'm probably more obsessed now than I used to be. Oh man, they got so many ads on this account. My browser can't even keep up. And these are only the ads they launched in the last 4 days. This is insane. The amount of money that they would have spent creating these ads, I mean, if they're not making money, somebody needs to be fired. Look, I'm not going to scroll through much more of this because we can just tell on volume. This must be printing money. Okay. Anyway. Tasman. Something like this. And you give me an AliExpress link. Let's have a look. All right. So I like the product, but what I need you to find is an actual Shopify brand that is selling this and doing well. I do like the product, but we need to find a brand that is showing us that this product can work. Sue, with so many ads, would your ad actually be given airtime? Absolutely it would. Why wouldn't it? Facebook has millions of advertisers, and you're going to be saying to Facebook, hey, here's $50. Go give me $50 worth of data or $50 worth of ads. And Facebook's going to go, you got it. You got it. The only difference between you and them is you're just getting started. They've been doing this a lot longer and have a lot higher a budget, but you'll still get customers. All right. So where were we? We were looking at this retainer. That's what we were doing. And let's go find these guys on Facebook. Liberty. So they don't look at what ads actually are. Who do you mean by they? They don't look at what ads actually are. Oh, someone over on YouTube found a banger. What'd you find? IDEC Neo. What'd you find, buddy? Tasman. We got Econokun. Okay, let's take a look. Lunchboxes. All right. All right. Oh, that looks like the exact same product. Stainless steel lunchboxes. Cool. Oh, and you got the installation protection too. Cool. All right, let's have a look at these guys and see if they got some ads running. They do. It looks like Econokun. Oh, not very much. Where's the rest of them? Okay, let's have a look in the UK. Ooh. So I'm not saying no, but I am saying that we need to wait, because what can happen here? Sometimes when you're running your ads, sometimes you have to take them offline. This has been running now for 12 days. And the actual product isn't even on their website. This doesn't look good. What I want you to do is to come back to this link and check their ad account in a few more days' time and just see if it still looks this bad, because this doesn't look good at all. They've only got one ad running, and we're checking worldwide too. What if Econokun are not on FB yet? Well, they are on FB. This is their store. They're only running ads to one product, which isn't even on the website anymore. I think these guys are going through some trouble. I do. They've never had these ads running on Facebook properly, and the only ad they got running is for a product that's not on the website anymore. Maybe it got taken down. Did they run out of money? What about TikTok? Let's have a look at the ad. Let's see if we can find these guys. Econokun. Okay, they do seem to have ads running on TikTok. This isn't... What? Why is this called Econokun stainless? Oh. Wait a minute. So James, they have 28,000 monthly store sessions according to SimilarWeb. Doesn't mean anything to me. I don't give a sorry. I nearly spoiled it. I don't care what SimilarWeb tells me. SimilarWeb's data is sometimes complete and utter BS. Two of your friends literally bought these $80 lunchboxes for the kids. You were just curious. Yeah, well, Tasman, we're not finished yet. Let's find out where they're advertising. But this Coastal Kidswear is selling Econokun stainless steel lunchboxes. And I don't understand why they're called Econokun lunchboxes, but they're getting sold from Coastal Kids. Unless this is an actual physical store, and this could be a brand that is in stores rather than on ecom. That's probably what's going on here. Probably. Let's just check this AliExpress link again. This is a mystery. Let's sort this out. Stainless steel leak-proof bento. So this doesn't have the name of the brand on it, which is good. But it looks like they've stolen their images. Is that a logo there? Add here. Good. So they're not Econ Cool or whatever they're called. Eco Cocoon. Okay. In terms of Eco Cocoon ads, it's a store. Fox and Fallow. Lunch bags. Ah, and these guys fit the Eco Cocoon. Okay, so yeah, actually, I'm thinking that's what's going on. I'm thinking that these guys are a brand of these that are actually in stores, certain stores, which is cool, selling those things. Your friends must have bought them from another store, not their actual website. I'm taking it. Well, let's do a search for their actual product. This one here. What we can do, right, is we can take a screenshot. We can copy that screenshot over into PiPi ads and we can say, hey, let me save it. And now we're going to search TikTok and Facebook ads for this particular product image. Okay, that's similar product in India. Econ Cool stainless steel. Okay, where does this take us? Coastal kids wear. All right. And this is a different brand selling something similar. Bent Go. All right. Bent Go, do you have any ads? Oh, look at that. October 20th. Not great, but decent ads that have been running for a month. Over a month. Okay, now we're talking. Yeah. Bento boxes are cool. They are making money for sure. How do I know? These are, well, they got individual product ads, pretty good. They've got pretty decent looking UGC ads. That's the exact product that you want to sell right there. Well, it looked like it in the ads anyway. They may be reusing someone else's video. Lots of different options here. You can build a massive store from this. Oh, and you can choose up to 6 in your bundle. That's great. We have image ads, which are nice 9x16 ads with an offer up to 20% off. That's the offer. Fantastic. I like ads with offers. Loved by millions. So we've got the ads in there to show that millions of people love it. Like we're adding we're adding, what's the word I'm looking for? Safety to the order. That's not the right word. Still waking up here on a Sunday. We've got another image ad here, which I can't see because it's too small. Yeah, and then we've got ads going back to August. Glass collection, hot lunch anywhere collection. More really strong image ads, which we love to see. Yeah, these guys are making money. Bento boxes, absolutely yes. I'm just going to put this brand in that we found. I'm not going to put Econ Coon in. You can sell those products for sure, but I'm just putting in the brand that we found. And the PiPi ads for that brand are right here. And that is how we do it. Credibility. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you very much. Sue, looks like Eco Cocoon have a brand Bento and have sold via Amazon. There we go. That's where they're getting their sales from. Sometimes this is just a bit of a mystery that we have to unravel. Now, what we don't want to do is we never, ever, ever want to take a brand like this. That brand's fine. We don't want to take a brand like this and assume that it's going to work for dropshipping. We can test it, absolutely. Like I am absolutely down for a test. There are so many times where I got no idea if, well, I've got some inkling a product may work. This would be the case. This is an inkling because this brand didn't have any ads running or didn't have any major ads running on Facebook. So this would be an inkling. This may work. And so I would be inclined to maybe do a quick test, spin up a store, not put too much effort into it, just make it look reasonably nice and just sell this product in a similar way through some image only ads, just to maybe spend $100 and see if I get a sale or two and look at the data. But because I didn't have many ads, this does make me concerned that it may not work. It won't stop me from testing it because I test a lot of different stuff. Not saying I'm jumping into bento boxes. I'm just speaking out loud. So it wouldn't stop me from testing, but it would stop me from going all in. But then when I would find a brand like this, and I see that, okay, these guys, they got tons of ads on Facebook. They make similar looking images to what I make. I know these work because this looks like the kind of stuff I use for my brands. Their website is quite good. The product is available on AliExpress and probably on eBay as well. So this gives me more indication that bento boxes are good. And if I saw this, I would be more excited to jump in and give it an even bigger test, an even bigger try. I'm not explaining things correctly this morning. I do apologize. My brain is not on yet. All right. Now we were looking at another product before we got sidetracked, which was the retainer cleaner. And these guys have similar. They got nice looking image ads. Fantastic. All the way back from October. This looks to me like a green product. This looks easy to implement. Retainer cleaner. I would even take this a step further. If I was going to make a retainer cleaner product, I'd be wondering, yeah, retainer's fine because people have retainers, but also old people have false teeth, and maybe this could do the same thing. So you can essentially have a false teeth angle for this as well. So there we go. We're up to November. We're up to 8 products already for November. We've only done 2 streams, and the bento boxes I think are a no-brainer. Oh, wait. Sorry. The retainer cleaner, a no-brainer. That's going to be green. 2 green products for November already. Thank you all so much. You guys have actually been a really great crowd, and it's been great to talk to you and answer your questions. Feel free to drop into my next stream. I'll be streaming again on Tuesday, where I'll be doing. We won't be doing product research on Tuesday. That's on Thursday. On Tuesday, we're going to be doing marketing. So I'll be able to help you guys with your Facebook ads, help you guys with your website conversion optimization. And I look forward to seeing you guys all there. Any other questions? Let me or the coaches know, and we'll be here to help you. And let's all go make some money. You're welcome, Helen, Sarah, Marisabel. All right, guys, take it easy. I'll speak to you later. Darcy, should you be letting Meta use Advantage Plus in finding new customers? Absolutely, yes.